That's better. Okay, I know people are gonna hate me for this. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I know I purged everything. Okay, I have a confession, and I know it's pretty simple. And you probably caught on to it. And you know, if you did catch on to it, good for you. So, do you know how, like, last time when I played ARK, and I played, and then I'd randomly stop streaming, and start streaming again and say I lagged out? Actually, I didn't lag out. I quit out before I was dead. I was a cheating mother effer. Let's get this over with. Okay, so you probably know this, right? I cheated my ass off, okay? Wait. I cheated my actual ass off on the last, okay? When I actually said, "Oh, I'm lagging. No. I actually was about to die, and I closed the app before I died. And I really wanted to start a new game. Stop. Don't pick at it. Yes, I know. All that progress for nothing. But I cheated, and I don't feel happy with that save anymore. And yes, even though I built Eden and all that stuff, well, I really want to start over, you know? I don't feel satisfied in what I have done. And remember when I did in that cave where I lost everything and I cheated my ass off and I made it where you can kill all the things? That was kind of cheap. Not kind of, it was cheap. And yeah. And yes, I know I'm gonna miss my trike and I'm gonna miss Eden. But honestly, we're gonna cut the BS and we're gonna do this. Now at least now we know, don't go in that cave. At least now we know. I know. Excuse me. Now we know what not to do in our playthrough. Well, now let's level up. So what should we do? Probably health. And of course we're gonna go ham with those two. It's nice and simple. Oh, yeah, right. Is there anything on this island? I know a lot more about ARK than I did starting the other playthrough. Oh, he's cool. I cannot find a rock. Oh, is that one? No, that's a shell. I hate that shell. Give me a second while my stupid ass... God, I remember when I had, like, cracked and... Oh, there's one. No? That's not a rock? Where will I find rocks? I need a rock that I can actually pick up. Well, that's not fun. God, I can't find a rock anywhere. Maybe there's some over here. Please tell me I can find a rock. Damn, I have never had this much trouble finding rocks before. So, but I know a lot more about ARK than I did when I started the last game. I'm sorry for the last game, me purging it. Please have multiple save areas, ARK. So like, yeah, oof. Not gonna lie, I've never had... Why is he green? Why is this dodo green? Is that normal? Do dodos spawn green? Is it like a Christmas thing? Where dodos like spawn green? What is that? I didn't know that or a thing. Maybe it's something. I'm not an expert at ARK. Someone could probably tell me. And we have a trike on our island. If carnivores come over and attack us, I'll probably lead it to that trike where it'll get it aggroed on the... Oh wow, we are losing hunger extraordinarily fast. Probably because I'm running a lot. I'm trying to find rocks. Yeah, I might die from... Oh. Found one. You got one. Well, that's just... Okay. We finally got ourselves a pickaxe. After like, what, 2 minutes? That should have taken like 30 seconds. And that's of course a... Movement speed. I'm definitely gonna put some more on the stamina. You guys might think it's bad. Definitely do hat. Hat is a really good thing to spam for XP. I'm tired of cheating, like from the other gameplay, because we're gonna start a we're starting a brand new one, as you could see, obviously. And instead of being coward going over to the herbivore island, I want to stay on this little island right here. Because it's close to the land, and if I die, I can just walk my sorry over here. Hey. This game is so old, but it still is fun. Okay, so I know... Oh, I need thatch. Simple, you just gotta... hit a tree with a pickaxe to get thatch. Thanks, Alex. Alex is like an ARK expert. And be careful how much you cut wood in this game because it can actually weigh you down. We do not have a sleeping bag at all. Maybe we can make our house right here. I'm just wondering. I'm getting weighed down. Okay. I think we should. I'm picking every little berry I find. No, don't eat that. Alex got me to eat one, or a bunch of them, and if you play ARK, you knew what happened next. I fell for the old classic narco berry trick. Basically, it knocks you out. Man, I just got dehydrated by those berries. Oh, yeah, right. Stem berries. They remove torpidity, but they also remove water. Hello, little buddy. Oh, wait, that's a beaver. I don't think he'll attack if I think he's okay if I'm just don't touch him. Or touch his nest. His nest is like, I think I've been in this area before. They're like a bunch of wood piles. Nope. Oh, those birds, I hate them. They won't really hurt me, but they'll take a bunch of my stuff and they're annoying as hell. Okay, now can I craft my thing? No, it's not in the craft. I'm gonna build it right here instead. This area seems a little flatter. I think I'm in new Systematica. I like building a lot, as you can tell. I'm a builder. Okay, so we're gonna build a classic 2x2. Boom. Boom. Oh. Whoopsie. We're just gonna build a small 2x2. Nothing too fancy. This is a small one. This is a thatch house. It is not. It is the worst material to build out for the game, but thatch is really good if you're pre-planning a metal structure. I will say that. Eden. I was gonna build Eden, but like I couldn't. Stamina. Which I. It's like Fallout. You have to perfectly plan it. Next we're probably gonna get mortar and pestle. and maybe a slingshot. That's the thing I'm thinking of. It's midday. Yep, it's noon. Why did I say midday? Noon is such a better word. Put that door here. Actually, wait, what does it look like on the outside? I think I placed the door wait, I didn't place the door the wrong way. Let's say if it looks like this on that side, then I could tell what the door looks like. I'm gonna get myself a ceiling. Okay, so south is one of the best zones. However, there is barely any resources in the south. The north is the most dangerous, but it has... Yeah, the south is the least dangerous, has least resources. The north is the most dangerous, but has the most. That's a fair trade-off. And... oh, I think we forgot to craft another ceiling. And there we go. Yes, this house is a little bit low, as you can see. But, it's a really nice first starter's house. Not too big, though. Put the metal in here. And the wood. The wood is the heaviest. Mortar and pestle first. Yeah. I'm gonna get this. We can't get crystals right now. But spyglasses have saved me once. At least. Because I can... or whatever. I don't know. I might have to start cutting trees. Not even... wait, can I get narcotic? I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. Can I research narcotic? No, but narcotics are really good, suppressing agent. It puts people and animals under. It puts them to sleep, basically. Not like kills them, but it makes them, or not, should I say, knocks them out. So if you, yeah, you can probably see it's a really nice thing to have if you're taming something. The first tame, of course, is we're going to go with a Triceratops. They are really good for first. They are really good first tames. They eat plants. They're really good at gathering plants. They're real armored, except for the back. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna say I've 1v1'd a T-Rex. I went into a cave once, and the only thing that gets me is the things that have the venomous stuff that destroys armor or whatever. I was able to clear out most of it. I'm telling you right now, you level up a freaking... like, if you actually level up a Triceratops, they will not fail you. I have had a camp that was jumped by a T-Rex once, and it was successfully killed with no casualties. There were Dilophosaurus and dodos among the camp. None of them died. I think my robot Stego and my I should say my trike fended it off and killed it successfully. That was a really scary thing. When I heard that T-Rex attack my camp, oh my god. These are small little metal nodes. This is why I'm targeting these rocks, plus they give me XP. Dead. turtle boy. I like these turtles. Metal is really useful. Metal is one of my favorite materials. Of course, it makes guns. It makes piping, really good piping, and my favorite, structures. I forgot I had that on. Oh, I thought that thing was rushing me because the music played different. One more hit. There we go. You can kill those things for their pelt. Get that. And definitely research this. Oh, you have to have hide. Ooh. Let's take a look at that. It's the female. Yep, I got it right. That's a pretty trike. Look at that. Look at her colors. Damn. What the hell is that thing? It might be a Theris. Best to say to not go near that. Theris can end this gameplay faster than it started. Theris, I can't take it without. I'm sorry, buddy. Damn, 13. Okay. A campfire. Let's cook up this meat before it spoils. I will say a really good way to level up a Triceratops or Triceratops. I'm an idiot. Triceratops is to go to the swamp, and if it's medium-ish level, go to the swamp and charge through all the trees. If you have somebody on the back of the trike throwing stuff off of it, yeah, just saying, try it. Trike it. It's a good thing I'm right by water, because it's gonna be a good thing to survive while fish. I'm gonna cut down trees, level up, and I'll use the trees to get resources later on. I'm gonna make that to defend myself with. Spear is a pretty okay weapon. They can be used to one shot. Are they Christmas colored? There's 2 of them. Okay, wait, are those dog things that I saw the last playthrough? I think we're okay as long as we don't go near them. They're very territorial. I don't think they attack unless you go near them. I'm not gonna say they don't attack unless you go near them, because I'll probably look like an idiot. Plus, I'm not a ARK expert. I know a little bit about this game, but I'm not the person. Oh, I almost hit him. Hey, friend. Yeah, they have a bunch of pelt. Do I get wooden buildings? Oh, I'm almost to that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna not spend the points yet. Yeah, I thought they would be mates. There's... Hello, buddy. How's it going? They're defensive creatures. If I attack it, it's gonna attack me. Then there's like I kind of consider like I kind of consider them like 5 scales of aggression. 1 is peaceful. 2 is what's it called? Attacks if you attack, or defensive. 3rd is attacks if on territorial. 4 attacks if a certain reason is followed, like hoglin, like piglins attack if you don't have gold. And then 5 is aggressive and does attacks without reason, or attacks with intent to kill on sight. Like a T-Rex, it's an attack. It attacks on sight. If at any time you hear a bell shaking, that's a big chance of my dog begging to go outside. It doesn't even really go to the bathroom most of the time that it's out there. It just looks out there and it's like, hello. Excuse me. You need to go potty? Sure. Yeah. I have the cutest little brindle dog. That is such a pretty dog. Doggo Pago. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything except for just cut trees. Knock, knock, knock. He vandalized the memorial to avenge his killer friend. Right?
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at probably one of the most despicable things that we've covered here on the channel. Like, genuinely, this is a very disgusting situation. It's mind-boggling to me what kind of person even could think about doing something like this, much less even go through with doing it. I don't understand where this kind of hatred comes from, what kind of person you actually have to be to do something like this, but we're going to be taking a look at a very tragic story and following through with everything here today. So the beginning of all of this actually takes place all the way back last year during a New Year's Day accident, quote-unquote. So it's been about a full year now since the initial precursor to everything here kind of happened, okay? And that is when a 16-year-old who was most likely drunk because of some sort of New Year's celebration or party decided to get behind the wheel of a car and unfortunately killed 4 people in a terrible crash at 79th Avenue and West Flagler Street in Miami, Florida. Keep in mind, the age of the person who did this, 16 years old. When I was 16 on New Year's, after the whole thing, you know...
Homie, right now, I'm 16. What did I do for New Year? What did I do for New Year's today? Or this New Year's? Literally nothing. Bruh. Let's see, I'm assuming there's a slight possibility you don't have your license. I'm not gonna, because people will migrate to have their license, but there's a slight possibility you don't have a license, so you could, you know, let's throw that out the window, because it appears that she does have a license, quote unquote. She is DUI if she ran away from the scene. That's a hit and run, and that's drinking underage.
And talk to my friends and kind of hang out. I wasn't out driving my car drunk, because obviously that's a completely nonsensical thing to be doing at that age. This 16-year-old is obviously facing a lot of time, had a $50,000 bond for each of the DUI manslaughter counts that they were facing, so I think $200,000 total bond. This 16-year-old was driving a Tahoe at 105 miles per hour and hit a car speeding at about 3:30 in the morning, which hit another car, killing 4 people inside of it. According to Florida Highway Patrol Corporal Christine Rayce, which was told to the judge here that I'm quoting this, the vehicles literally fused together on impact and traveled nearly the length of a football field before they even stopped, and brakes had been applied less than half a second before impact. The 16-year-old didn't even have an actual license. It was a learner's permit.
Got it. Okay, never mind. Suspected non-license. Can you please come back here? I'm sorry if I threw you out the window. Right now, I know I could have gotten my license a few months ago, like in September, but I don't have it. I'm lazy as hell. Yes, I'm a complacent idiot, but I don't, you know, just don't blame me, please. Anyway, so what happens, let's assume it's Illinois, right? I think they probably do this in other states. So here's how we learn how to drive. Here's what you just do. Drive 50 hours with your parents. 10 of them must be at night. I'm not going to tell you the restrictions of night because it's kind of complicated. But you can only be out on certain hours. 6 hours with an instructor.
I have to run to this one.
Okay.
I'm going to put her in here, take a nap. I want this door open in case she whines like she needs to go potty.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Aw. Tired, baby.
Door's open. You can't do me taking a nap.
Ah, darn. I'm not shutting my door, I'm just cracking it. So anyway, you know, you have to get 50 hours behind the wheel with your parents. 10 of them must be at night. You have to have your permit for 9 months after you've received it. You have 6 hours with the instructor, and you have to take a test with you DMVs. And it sounds simple, but it's a pretty long-ass process. And, well, because I have a permit, I cannot legally go behind the car. I can go behind the car and drive if it's on my property. If I leave my property and my wheels touch the road outside of my house, well, guess what? That's illegal now because I'm driving in public without a license. Pretty simple than that. So, apparently what happened is that this lady basically killed people by driving drunk. And if you don't know already, I absolutely effing despise drunk drivers. They are a genuine threat to society. They make everybody's lives miserable and hellish and sluggish. And they put fear on the road. Give me a second, I'm gonna fire this up. I'm gonna stay in here because it's gonna be cold. Anyway, let's continue this video.
Have full legal right to be on the road.
I know, we're gonna camp in here.
The 16-year-old had alcohol and drugs in his system. One of the people killed was a young woman who was attending Florida International University and was supposed to graduate very soon after that. She was unfortunately killed, but she was set to get her master's degree. So from my understanding, the 16-year-old was charged with 4 counts of DUI, manslaughter, was also charged with 4 counts of vehicular homicide and 2 counts of DUI with serious bodily injury. I think we can all, before we even get any further into this, I think we can all agree that this is an appropriate punishment. At the age of 16, if you're old enough to have a learner's permit and you're old enough to get a driver's license, you're old enough to know not to drink and drive or do drugs and drive. You're old enough to know that. If you're old enough to take on the responsibilities of driving your car, you deserve to face the responsibilities.
Exactly, I agree. If I take a car If I just go out and kill 4 people while I'm drunk driving and I don't have a permit, I deserve to get the punishment. However, if I go accidentally hurt somebody and I'm not in the influence, I should somewhat be charged, but not as hard as if I was intentional. Yeah, I deserve it if it's coming to me. The thing is, if I kill someone on accident, there should definitely be punishment. I don't know, that's up for debate.
This is not a mistake, you know, this isn't just a one-off moment for someone like this.
No.
4 people were fucking killed that did not deserve to be killed by a child who didn't have a legal license. I'm pretty sure with a learner's permit, you have to have a parent or guardian in the
Exactly.
to drive, and intentionally made the decision to drive after drinking and doing drugs. So at that point, you know, I feel no remorse. This kid deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail. Some would argue he deserves even worse than that, but at the bare minimum, life in prison, no chance of parole, I think is a very appropriate punishment. But unfortunately, this isn't the end of the story here. You know, we already have dumped all of this trauma and this tragedy and everything out from this story, but it really goes further than that, unfortunately, because something was posted to Twitter that it just disgusts me to even see. I don't understand how somebody could be this fucked up in the head just to openly say it. You have to be mentally fucked up to even think that this is funny, to think that this is an acceptable thing to do, to even consider doing this. So what you're about to take a look at here is a video of a close friend of the kid who killed 4 people going to the roadside memorial where the candles were...
Oh, this is actually... Just in case you don't know, when somebody dies in a car accident, they'll usually go find the place where they died and they'll place a cross with flowers and candles and stuff. It's simple. I actually saw one. I go by a thing called Mitsubishi Parkway. Or hmm? What? Raptor claws? That's a thing? What is happening? Well, I want to search that up. Is a raptor dressed as Santa flying over ARK, has a slave dropping gifts for survivors. He drops beacons that contain something. Oh, shit. Yo, I see I see Santa or raptor claws.
is a video of a close friend of the kid who killed 4 people going to the roadside memorial where the candles were lit and, flowers and balloons and everything were put out, and basically just destroying and vandalizing and desecrating the entire display because, well, you know what? Yeah, my friend got in trouble for doing some bad shit, so let me disrespect 4 dead people.
Wow. Jesus Christ. You're gonna get shot. It's actually...
Alright, so obviously this was posted for shock value, right?
Dude, I'm actually gonna be honest, that shocked me a lot. I've never seen that much retardation in a person. Jesus Christ, please trip down the stairs. I'm actually hoping this man trips down the stairs at night.
That's the intention that anyone would have with doing
Wow.
something like this. I mean, I remember covered a video a few years ago now where, like, somebody went to a graveyard and was, like, standing on the graves and disrespecting all these people who had died. And this kind of gives me the same vibes / same energy here, so apparently this is a close friend of the 16-year-old that did kill 4 people, so I guess he was upset that this kid has been arrested and charged and is actually...
Well, suck ass, bro, because guess what? He deserves it.
Obviously, that doesn't really give you the right to go and do some insane shit like this, so there's honestly a lot to talk about in this clip here.
You wanna know what? You know what? As much as I don't like cussing, he's a pussy. You wanna know why? He doesn't even show his face at all. He's a big old pussy. Can't even show your big old face, huh? Your pimple-filled, disgusting ass looking head ass face. Can't ya? Like, look who's the actual stronger one in the situation. You suck as a person. And I'm not sorry, and I will not regret that decision. You are an actual libtard. Just saying. The fact that you have the balls to go and disrespect and desecrate a grave is just insane to me. Yeah, I'm just saying your dumbass is getting haunted. Honestly, yeah, feds, hold back for a second. Ghosts, if any ghost is here listening to me, I have a new target. Haunt this person. Make sure you drive him to near insanity.
A lot that we can go over. First and foremost, the disrespect, right? That's the most apparent thing I think in this entire video. To blatantly disrespect 4 people who died like that and were killed as innocent people, might I add, right? They didn't deserve what happened to them on any realistic level, right? Like they didn't have it coming to them. They didn't put themselves in a bad position. They got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time by somebody who was too fucking stupid to have the right to be behind the wheel of a car, and somebody who honestly deserves to face the full brunt of what's coming. These people were innocent altogether, right? Like, from the way that it sounds, the way that I can picture this whole thing going, these people were out enjoying their New Year's and everything. They were, of course, admittedly out late and whatnot, and unfortunately you have to worry about these kinds of things on that holiday out late, but choosing to be out in public is not asking to be killed by someone who can't fucking control themselves and the amount of, shit that they consume, I guess is the best way to put this. So, this is just beyond disrespectful, and I don't know what this fucking loser really thinks is gonna come from this. I don't know if he thinks that this is him being able to cope with his friend being gone or whatever, right? But karma's a motherfucker, man, and that's the thing. So, when you do something...
I cannot wait to see what happens to him.
If you do, obviously you'll know that the amount of horrible karma that this motherfucker has coming to him now for doing this is absolutely insurmountable. You're about to have your life made a living hell, man. And we'll go over that here, I guess, a little bit later in the video as well. So, next, let's talk about the legality of this, right? Because I'm pretty certain that this is vandalism and this is illegal. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a situation like this, right, where someone is tragically killed in a situation like this. People will often, leave candles and flowers and whatnot at the site of where, tragedies like this happen. I know, here locally, I guess, 10 years ago, I think, at this point, a little girl got ran over by a guy who was texting and driving. He flew off the road and he ran her over. She was walking home from school or something, and he, smashed her against a phone pole or something and killed her. And every day now, if you drive by there, there's still flowers and teddy bears and whatnot that have been put against this pole. This is supposed to be like a place of respect and dignity for those who were killed, and of course you have this fucking loser doing this. People obviously paid for all of this stuff, and assuming it's probably the family and friends of the people who were killed too. So not only are you destroying shit, a good amount probably spent on stuff from the families of these victims, but you're also desecrating a place where people were tragically killed by your fucking loser friend. And the sad thing about this is this person has come to Twitter to share this video and has, you know, changed their entire account basically to be trying to clout chase off of this, because that's what this is, right? It's basically, hey, let me upload myself being a piece of shit committing crimes, that way people will get the attention. And congratulations, you did get the attention you wanted. There's thousands of comments and everything on this video. I'm making a YouTube video talking about it and whatnot for my audience, right? Like, these are the kinds of things that are happening now because you posted this, but I don't think it's all going to be good attention, man. So if you don't know anything about the internet, it is fucking ruthless, man. Like,
exactly.
When they see shit like this, it makes them do crazy shit. Like, there's people who will dead ass, like, you post something like this, someone might have your fucking IP and your
exactly.
10 minutes. Like, you gotta be real fucking brave. And this guy's on here showing his face, giving his name out.
Oh, he is.
Fucking, you know, tagging people that he apparently knows in real life. You gotta be real brave to do some shit like that, especially when you're desecrating families, you know, vigils, I guess, to their loved ones and whatnot. And all that attention you wanted, man, it's not gonna come out good for you, bro. Like, this low-key could ruin your fucking life. I mean, what happens when a future employer, I guess, does
let's say same thing.
you and then this comes up, right? To be fair, I'm thinking too far ahead. No fucking bozo loser who would do some shit like this is probably ever considering a career. But this literally could fuck up your entire life, right? Like, you dead ass have set a target on yourself for filming yourself doing stupid shit like this. Now,
exactly. That's why you gotta be careful on social media. You say something wrong, which I know I could be accused of it. You can be careful. Like, for example, yes, I know I'm a little bit political. That makes me want to stop almost, you know? Like, you don't, but if you say something like, oh, I hate, like, a certain race or gender or something, that's what can really make people, you know, not want to like you. Even though it doesn't sound like it, I try to make it myself as kid-friendly as possible, even though I swear, I'm sorry. I don't know if I have, like, I don't know if I have Tourette's syndrome. I do not know. I feel like I do, but I feel like I don't. I'm gonna see if I can make a bridge in my spare time.
Or anything like that. I don't think this person deserves that much attention, right? I think,
you know what? If I fail, guess what? I have a lot of XP.
You can highlight the bad shit that people do, but not give them personal attention and basically commend them in a way for doing it. But let's go ahead and circle back around here. Let's reconsider the whole root cause all of this happened, right? So, your friend is a piece of shit, right? And your friend made a decision that led to 4 people losing their lives innocently and undeservingly. Your friend is now facing the repercussions of what they did. They're not facing charges, very severe charges, too, might I add. There's no, you know, finger, oops, got the door type shit. Your friend is doing significant stuff. Like, if your friend actually never gets to live because of her dead and live with dignity again,
oh my god.
your friend's life's
and that's why I really want to build a bridge.
it's over with. I don't know why a year later this is resurfacing and why this all has to come forward, but that's why you're upset, right? But you gotta consider this, right? This might sound a little fucked up, but your friend forever is going to have this on their name, right? And I can't imagine that prison is going to be very fucking nice. What happens when all of those prisoners find out that your friend killed 4 people?
I'm not gonna speak about what happens to people that I'm not gonna talk about what's it called, like what happens to people when they when someone finds out that they do something. I'm gonna let you look that up. Yeah. You wanna hear a fun fact? When prisoners hear that you did something really bad, they'll beat your ass up. I've heard about this from like shows like Beyond Scared Straight and stuff like this. They will not relent. They do not care, even though they are prisoners. If they find out you're a pedophile or a predator or literally a rapist or something like that, they will kick your ass. It's because they know they have nothing left to lose. Simple as that.
Right, and I can't imagine that prison is going to be very fucking nice. What happens when all of those prisoners find out that your friend is the one who killed 4 people DUI, right? Killed them in a DUI accident or whatever. 105 miles per hour, fused the fucking vehicles. Yeah, so you're doing all this, you're trying to look cool, like you don't give a fuck, you're a big rebel or whatever, but your boy, right? Like in the actual prison cell and everything, your boy in there is basically now block bitch. And for the rest of his life, and the rest of his life, you're gonna have to consider the weight of what you did, while he's considering the weight of about 9 of his cell block mates laying on his back every night in the bunks, right? So I'm not sure why this piece of shit, I guess, is the person you chose in your life to try and morally justify, and the person you've put up on this pedestal enough that it can justify you now being a piece of shit person as well. But I mean, it's pretty apparent, man. People who hang out like this, like, you can really kind of tell what kind of friends people have based off of their personalities, right? Like, most successful people, they hang out with other successful people because they realize that hanging around fucking losers and deadbeats and pieces of shit just doesn't benefit you in the long run. But when you're the type of piece of shit whose friend is out here killing 4 people in a DUI, right? You know, this isn't necessarily the bottom of the rung spree, right? Like, this is something that you could probably morally justify quite easily. If you can morally justify your friend doing what he did enough to want him free from jail, yeah, of course you can pick this off in your head. But, it's not going to end well for you. That's all I'm going to say. Something is going to happen. I don't know what it is. If someone fucking kicks your ass or something, I wouldn't be surprised at all. If you just have fucking terrible luck and karma for the rest of your life, wouldn't be surprised, wouldn't be shocked if this ruined any school opportunities or job opportunities. But once again, this type of person, you know, that's not fucking running their life possible is like the most bottom thing you can think of anyway. So it's just sad, man. It's just sad that people actually do stupid shit like this and actually, you know,
I hate these type of people.
this kind of disrespect.
I hope you go to hell, friend.
So,
We're not friends.
that being said, thank you guys for watching, though. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe.
I'm so sorry I called you a friend. We're not really.
On Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shopati down
Tell y'all ain't in there.
In the new 2022 Jeep Compass, you can find your true north anywhere. It doesn't matter which road or trail you take.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look, man, at some just absolutely insane clips. Just some ridiculous clips that they just beg the question of, how are y'all not embarrassed at what you're doing? Like, it blows my mind that people dead-ass record shit like this and are just completely cool with it. Like, they think that it's normal, they think that this is like the move, like this is the wave or something, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand what kind of mentality makes you decide that this is a good thing to film or a good idea. I'm not sure, but we're going to be taking a look at some clips. It seems primarily from TikTok this kind of mentality really happens. And I know I've been bullying, you know, the TikTokers out there a lot recently or whatever, but they provide such a gold mine, man. Like, TikTok is the most beautiful piece of shit app on the planet. On one hand, there's Optimus Schizo posting 480p clips of Stewie Griffin's TJX6 lyrics. And then on the other hand, you have, like, 18-year-old girls sitting in corners of their rooms scream crying to a TikTok sound because they literally got cheated on. Like, it blows my mind, some of these decisions that some people on this website are making content-wise. So today we're going to take a look at 3 prime examples of exactly what I'm talking about here. They all make me pose the same question. How are y'all not embarrassed? Because I gotta say right now, I gotta thank God for my friends, man. I don't know if your guys' friend groups are like this or whatever, but if I ever put myself in this position, right? If I ever filmed myself making a TikTok like this, putting this shit out on the internet and whatnot, forever it would be remembered, right? It would be like one of the worst things in friend group history. They literally would send in the group chat the video of the TikTok of me, and then there'd be about 7 or 8 audio clips from different people where they're all just cackling at me. And then anytime I ever tried to talk ever again for like the next 7 years, it would just be, hey, yo, bro, remember the time you made the TikTok of you crying in the corner because you got cheated on? I don't know who y'all are friends with now or whatever, or how you guys are finding these friends that just wouldn't relentlessly bully you for posting this kind of content, but it really has to be nice, man, because it just simply would not have went over this well in, say, like, my friend group. But let's go ahead, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the examples here. We're gonna take a look at our first one right now.
Oh god. If you
Oh my god. Alright, so we had to start this one off with a bang here. So, 5 years thrown away for a girl you met for 3 hours. So, I guess the story implies that she had been dating this guy or whatever for 5 years, and within 3 hours of meeting some other broad or whatever, he had pulled her and, you know, cheated on her, on his girlfriend or whatever. So, honestly, sad story, right? Like, people don't deserve to get cheated on and shit like that. I understand that, but, there's other ways to handle it, if you know what I'm saying. You gotta think, right? The steps that she took were so consciously done to put this shit on the internet, to put this cringe out. She had to find this TikTok sound and be like, you know what? This would be great to trauma post and trauma cope with. Set her phone up, put a timer on it, and then go back and then reenact the sound to basically expose herself for getting cheated on. And the craziest part about all of it is, maybe she didn't do this in one take. Like, there's the possibility out there that she could have filmed this like 5-6 times. Can you imagine, man? You're sitting there trying to fake cry and scream out into the air, God, why did I get cheated? And then you accidentally slip up and look a little fucking stupid. You gotta, you know, stand up and crawl over on all fours to turn the phone off and start it over again. It just, I can't believe that people post shit like this, man. Like, they just don't feel embarrassed about it. And it seems like this could be something that high schoolers are doing here, right? So it's like, I'm thinking, like, I wasn't in high school that long ago, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm back in my day or anything, not that type of shit, but like, bro, if I'd have posted this shit and then tried to go to school the next day, I'd have been excommunicated from the fucking lunch table. The teachers would be whispering behind the clipboard to other teachers looking at me in the hallway. Kids would be posting about it. Snapchat group chats, like, it was everywhere, bro. I don't know how the world changed so much in a few years that, like, you guys, you feel no fucking pressure to not do this? You just think that this is, like, the fucking way, once again, right? This is the move. I wish my dad didn't have an affair. I wish that my dad loved me. You, once again, set the camera up, right? And this is in public. I mean, they're out at a park or something like that, but you set the camera up and film yourselves doing this, man. Just go to fucking therapy, guys. Go to a fucking therapist. Like, this is not something you throw on TikTok. TikTok is for shit posting and dancing, right? That's what people do on TikTok. The amount of people who are just, like, taking some sort of traumatic experience in their life and then just going straight to TikTok with it is mind-blowing. And, like, they're all doing it for the same fucking reason. People do this and they say, oh, I made this video for me, okay? I made this video to help me.
But why did
I made
you?
this video to express myself. I made this video so I can work through my pain and my agony and my suffering, right? Well, if that was really true, y'all wouldn't be posting this shit. It's just that simple. I mean, you can make this video and leave it in the drafts, you know? Sometimes you just gotta leave it in the fucking drafts, guys. It happens, okay? We all flop, but let's not put it out there, okay? Like, it's weird that people, instead of actually trying to cope with the trauma or, like, the stress or whatever they're dealing with in their life, make a TikTok out of it, right? What the fuck is that about? What about the right? Like, oh, I got 300,000 likes or hearts or whatever on my fucking TikTok, where I screamed that I wish my dad didn't fuck another woman and leave my mom broken-hearted or whatever. Okay, now what, right? Your dad still had that affair, you know what I'm saying? He was still guts deep in some other bitch, like it still happened. Do you feel better now that you screamed this into the abyss for TikTok, right? And I feel like that these are two completely different situations to begin with, okay? Like, okay, I wish my dad didn't have an affair. Valid, right? Like, yeah, you can make that wish. But I feel like that one is a little bit more lighthearted than, I wish my father fucking loved me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got one saying, my dad didn't love my mom, and that really hurt me as a kid. Then you got the other who's just like, yeah, my father figured, you know, he just didn't love me, didn't appreciate or value me at all. I don't know what it's like to have a male father figure that actually shows me fucking affection and love and whatnot. Like, those are two completely different things. Maybe I should have built this separate or something, but it just, I don't know, it's kind of depressing for real.
You are not that guy. That's why you're leaving. You're gonna lose. Guess what? Guess what?
Shut the fuck up! Fucking making me lose. Alright, so basically what was happening, this guy's playing video games and whatnot. He's not doing very good. I don't know. I don't know what game he's playing or whatever. I guess it's the equivalent of like you're playing COD and throws going like 11 and 30. Just getting completely demolished, right? And so while that's happening, his girlfriend is in the background filming a TikTok where she's just fucking with him. So instead of just leaving him alone and just not bothering him, she decides to just keep fucking pestering him. And the funniest part about this is she's now surprised that she got this type of reaction. Now, did he go overboard just a little bit? Yes. I mean, did he have to scream? No. There were other ways to deal with it, but...
I do not know how to build a bridge.
You're fucking asking for it, you know? You want to sit there and you want to taunt him and shit and fuck with him while he's trying to do something, literally trying to get a rise out of him so you could record it for a cutesy little TikTok, and then you get the exact reaction that you were looking for, right? You get the fucking scream out of him or whatnot, and then you want to sit there and act like you're the victim and act like, you know, he was in the wrong 100%. I mean, this whole fucking thing literally never would have happened had she not been basically trying to play it up for the camera. It's funny how quickly that script flipped, right? You know, you want to sit there and fucking goad him into doing this and act like that, and then you want to be surprised that you get that reaction. So, it's funny because I think she expected for this clip to go the opposite way, right? I think she expected that when she put this out that people were going to be like, oh, poor pitiful her, you know, she got yelled at by her boyfriend, leave him, sis, he's an asshole, he doesn't deserve you, right? Well, that is not the response that she got at all. So essentially all the comments were just people basically saying that they agreed with the boyfriend in this situation, saying, you know, oh, well, it's pretty understandable that when you're sitting there in his ear the entire and trying to fuck with him and trolling him, that you're going to get that kind of reaction, which is pretty funny because obviously that's not how a lot of these situations go. A lot of the time it's just people sympathy begging and whatnot on their TikTok account. So I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I don't see the big point in all of this. I don't see what it's supposed to accomplish other than, of course, getting some quick attention for something that happened to you. I understand that people cope with things in different ways. And
COD's,
but it seems like a lot of these issues,
Call of Duty's developers are brain dead. Yeah, I kind of agree with you with that.
Unlimited cashback match. Only from Discover. When you make more, you make more.
Why can't we just have a naked gun game?
You make more statements, keepsakes, and messes. When you make more, you get rewarded. Visit michaels.com/rewards to find out how to start earning today. Michaels, made by you.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to have an old school, just kind of classic rant video here. If you guys don't know, a few years ago, primarily a few years ago, I really was kind of talking about Call of Duty a lot, right? That was kind of what I based a lot of my channel around. I used to basically just be a Call of Duty commentator, and, you know, I made other videos and things like that as, like, one-off videos and things that I kind of do now, I would say more consistently. I was just doing as side projects. So I started playing Call of Duty online, at least, all the way back in 2010. I started playing Call of Duty for real, like, all the way back in, like, when I was, like, 6 or 7 years old, man, back on the PS2 playing Finest Hour. So I've had a long, I would say, time with Call of Duty. And in the last few years, obviously, the franchise has gone to this point, I feel like, of realistically no return, right? I don't really see a point back from this. I don't think that we're ever going to see a golden age of Call of Duty ever again. And it really comes down to just the complete negligence that primarily I would think Activision and Blizzard really showed for the game. I think the developers probably are a lot more passionate about the projects that they put out than it really appears on paper. But I feel like a lot of the stupid decisions that are made are really kind of made at the top of the ladder, if that makes any sense. I feel like Activision, they're really...
Yeah, it's same here. I don't think it's the developers. I think it's the higher-ups. The idiots that just want to make money. I hate piranhas in this game, and I hate them in real life. Piranhas are just ugly.
Put out than it really appears on paper, but I feel like a lot of the stupid decisions that are made are really kind of made at the top of the ladder, if that makes any sense. sense. I feel like Activision, they're really the people who kind of push the decisions that ruin this franchise forward. Today I'm primarily going to be talking about the competitive aspect of Call of Duty because, well, if you don't know, the competitive aspect of Call of Duty has been one of the most important aspects of it, realistically, ever. I mean, there's just honestly no debating it. The Optic Gamings and the FaZe Clans and the 100 Thieves and the E-Uniteds and all these different organizations and all the players that have played for them and all of the people who have made all of this history doing all of these things. These are the groups that really helped make Call of Duty, if that makes any sense. These people, you know, your Nade Shots, your Scumps, your Hex, your pretty much anyone you can think of, your Claysters, your Formals, your Karmas, all of these different people have helped build the Call of Duty community into what it once was, into that golden age that everyone kind of really thinks of this franchise as having. And it's honestly just such a shame to see how far that Call of Duty's community has fallen apart, to see how far the incompetence of the developers has actually reached into the product. If you didn't know, in recent years, Call of Duty has tried to really kind of formalize its competitive scene for decades. It's literally decades. I mean, from the early 2000s on to like 2019, when Call of Duty has been pretty much popping as it was, you know, the competitive scene was a lot different than it is now, right? You know, you had literally thousands of teams that were actually playing for the opportunity to win money, to win prize pools, to win tournaments, and of course you had your large organizations that were constantly in the mix, you know, your Optic Gamings and things like that, right? But it was honestly just a franchise where if you were a good enough player, man, you really could have just made it into the scene. I mean, if you were streaming and you were playing in wagers and things like that, you were just trying, you really could get picked up by a team and make a really deep run at a tournament. And now, you know, they have the CDL and everything, right? And it's basically $25 million franchise tag. Essentially, that means in order for you to put a team into the Call of Duty League now, you have to pay a $25 million fee, which obviously most of these small teams, where are they going to pull $25 million out of? So that kind of really limited the mainstream Call of Duty scene to like 8 or 9 organizations that can actually afford that kind of tag. And it was an attempt to kind of, I guess, solidify everything, consolidate all of the, I guess, action into something that Activision
That's
had a
kind
lot
of
more
dumb.
control over. But it's insane to me, the brain-dead takes and the brain-dead moves that the developers of Call of Duty have been going with recently. So first I want to talk about Warzone, okay? Now, Warzone is so hit or miss. It's good that they've put anti-cheat into it and whatnot. It can be fun at times and whatever, but at the end of the day, man, I don't know if people know this, but Warzone is pretty much unplayable on consoles right now. People are complaining about all kinds of bugs and glitches that are preventing it from even really being playable, especially it seems like on Xbox. I've seen so many people complaining about like, hey, fix the game, it's broken, ever since the big update for Caldera and whatnot on Xbox. And, you know,
I've never really experienced glitches with mobile. It's just being a console player, and then if you're a console player and you go up against someone on a computer, that's where the problem starts. Oh, well, just get a computer. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't have like $30,000. I know you hear me say, oh, I have a ton of Nerf guns. Oh, I have all this stuff. The reality is, I'm not made of money, as you know that. And I don't want to go to a computer because I don't want to get carpal tunnel. Like, I'd really appreciate not getting carpal tunnel. You know what I really wonder? I really wonder what I could do with those pillars.
Recently will put out tweets about new skins and all this bullshit they're adding to the shop. They'll constantly update the Call of Duty shop where you can spend fucking COD points to buy a $30 anime uwu waifu skin bundle, right? They'll constantly make updates to that and changes.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer that is...
That, but there's literally entire consoles where people can't even fucking play the game anymore, right? So
I just wish there were...
because Warzone has...
I tried turning off... what's it called? I tried turning off crossplay. You cannot find anything... You're telling me that out of like what? I want... Hold on. How many COD or fair users play a day on PS4? So you're telling me, dead ass, that at least 150 of the 6 million people that are online don't have a damn computer? Is that what you're telling me? I bet you at least 1 million of them are on PlayStation. And probably another are on Xbox. Maybe 2 million on Xbox. Like, bruh. Deadass probably lying to us.
Such a massive element for Call of Duty. It's mind-blowing to me that a developing studio can see all of these complaints constantly. I mean constantly, literally. Because these guys, you know, they'll tweet about something, they'll tweet about different things going on, and they literally get ratioed in the comments by people telling them to fix the game, right? And it blows my mind that with all of that going on, with all of these complaints, they still don't manage to do it. And this isn't even actually the first issue with the broken game that people are dealing with in the Call of Duty franchise. As you know, for a few weeks now, Modern Warfare has been essentially unplayable for a pretty good portion of the player base too. So essentially Modern Warfare 2019 is having this problem where virtually any time that you load it up, especially on consoles, it just fucking crashes and basically resets your console and all this other shit. And, you know, there's been some pretty classic defenses, right? Because there are a section of Call of Duty fanboys who will defend Activision and these developers at every fucking cost.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's happening in the game. They're going to defend it. They're going to back these devs up. They're going to allow the COD cocksucking to continue. Okay, so even though
Why is that funny?
The big
It's
defense
not,
we're
but
seeing mostly from COD fanboys is, well, they don't play a 3-year-old Call of Duty game. I mean, get on Vanguard and see if that happens.
oh my god.
It's your fault for playing, you know, a 3-year-old COD game, LOL. Don't be poor. You would think that people who say stupid shit like this would either be on Activision's payroll or they would just be, you know, greasing the fucking CEO's pole at any chance that they could, but the truth of the matter is these people are just genuinely deluded, okay? They honestly have so much love for this franchise that anytime it's criticized, even when it's rightfully done, they will fucking complain about it. And the constant bullshit with Call of Duty is one of the major reasons that I, as what most would consider now an OG fan, why I've kind of left the franchise for the most part. This is the type of shit why. Because these things never change and nothing ever gets better on the surface. But, you know, they'll put out a new Call of Duty next year, and of course it'll have fucking 9 million issues on day one. They'll charge full price for it, and, you know, the Stockholm Syndrome continues, man. The fucking Stockholm Syndrome continues for everybody playing these games. But that's not even the only issue with Call of Duty right now. You know, these I would say are more casual / user experiences here that people are having, and obviously something needs to be done. People have been complaining for long enough. They know that these are problems. They just simply haven't been doing anything about it. The other issue I kind of want to focus on and talk about here today is the lack of understanding on how to run a competitive scene, which is, it's honestly mind-blowing to me too, because the company wants to consolidate the competitive scene, right? They want more control over it. They're charging $25 million for a franchising fee in this fucking game, okay? Just literally to get started out, by the way. Just $25 million up front to even get into the COD League. But then while they do all of this, let's just take a little bit of time to think about how the competitive scene is currently being ran in Call of Duty. So, you know, they do all this.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna play Fallout 4. So, yeah. I'll be back. I know we didn't progress a lot, but I'll hopefully be